principal of PS88. He is also the sharpest dresser in town. His students never miss a day of school. They like to see what he is wearing.
Mr. Bundy, Mr. Bundy had so many clothes, he can go a whole month without wearing the same suit twice. Sometimes he changes at lunchtime just to show off.
One day, a man and a woman who said they were tailors called upon Mr. Bundy. Their card said,
"We make a suit that fits you fine."
But they were not really tailors. They were tricksters.
"Greetings, Mr. B. How would you like to buy an amazing, one-of-a-kind suit?"
"I have so many suits already." But this is no ordinary suit. It has special powers."
"What do you mean?"
Moloch to his left, Moloch to his right. Then he whispered to Mr. Bundy's ear.
"We make our clothes from special cloth that is invisible to anyone who is no good at their job or just plain stupid or lazy."
"Really?" "Yes. Not only will you look great, but you can find out if anyone in your school is no good at his job or lazy."
"That is amazing."
"Now, if you'll take off your jacket and lift up your arms, sir, we will take your measurements."
"We will also take your money."
The next day at school, it was not long before the whole school heard about the amazing cloth and wanted to see it. Students asked to be excused to take a drink of water. Instead, they ran to peek. Teachers said they were going next door to borrow chalk. They ran to peek too. But nobody could see a thing.
By the end of the week, Mr. Bundy began to wonder what his new clothes looked like. But he was also a little worried. What if he could not see the cloth? So he sent his vice principal, Miss Moore, to have a look. Miss Moore was good at her job. She would have no trouble seeing the special cloth. She hurried and knocked on the door.
"Mr. Bundy sent me to see his new clothes."
A moment later, the door opened a crack and Miss Moore stepped inside.
"What do you think? Have you ever seen anything like it?"
Poor Miss Moore, she could not see a thing.
"Can it be that I'm unfit for my job? I've tried so hard to be a good vice principal."
She took off her glasses, wiped them, and looked again. But it was no use. If she told the truth, she might get fired.
It's beautiful. I'm going to tell Mr. Bundy right now how much I like his new clothes." "Your suit is great. I've never seen anything like it. Now I've got to run and make a phone call. Bye."
She hurried off before Mr. Bundy could ask any more questions. Now Mr. Bundy was more curious than ever. He stopped Roger in the hall. Roger was one of the smartest students in the school. If he couldn't see the suit, nobody could.
"Say, Roger, can you do me a favor and see how my new suit is coming along?" "Wow, I'll be the first one to see the principal's new clothes. Wait until the class hears about this."
The door was open so Roger could look inside. He could see Mo and Ivy hard at work, but he could not see the cloth.
Oh no, if Miss Feeney finds out I can't see the cloth, she'll say I'm stupid. She'll fail me for sure."
On the way back to his classroom, Roger poked his head into Mr. Bundy's office.
"Super suit. What does it look like?" "I can't stop now, Mr. B. Miss Feeney's giving a test and I wouldn't want to miss it."
Mr. Bundy couldn't stand it any longer.
"I'll have to go see for myself."
He marched down the hall, he blinked twice, he began to tremble.
"How can this be? Am I really no good at my job?"
"Is there anything wrong?"
"No, it's fantastic. I can hardly wait to try it on.
Mr. Bundy handed Mo and Ivy 2 gold stars to show how much he liked his new suit.
I'd like to wear it to the assembly tomorrow, but I guess it won't be ready.
Yes, it will. We will work on it all night and bring it to your house in the morning.
That night, Mr. Bundy dreamed cold and drafty dreams. Early the next morning, Mo and Ivy appeared, holding their empty hangers in the air. Ivy waited in the other room while Mo helped Mr. Bundy put on his new clothes.
You must be very careful stepping into these pants. This cloth is very delicate.
Ivy tried not to look.
Aren't your new clothes light? It's almost like having nothing on at all, isn't it?
Mr. Bundy looked at himself in the mirror. He prayed that everyone in the whole world was smarter and fitter than he.
Are you coming to the assembly tomorrow?
Thanks, but no thanks. We have a bus to catch. Now if you just pay us, then we'll just run along.
Mo handed Mr. Bundy the bill. Mr. Bundy handed Mo a great deal of money. On the way to school, Mr. Bundy's neighbors all raved about the clothes they did not see. After all, they didn't want anyone to find out that they were stupid or just plain lazy.
Mr. Bundy walked into the auditorium. As he walked down the aisle, he could hear whispers all around him. Mr. Bundy thought he must be the only stupid person in town. Suddenly, a child called out.
The principal's in his underwear!
That did it. Everyone bursted out laughing. They knew the truth had been told. Mr. Bundy, the students, and the teachers all knew they had been tricked. No one had been willing to tell the truth because they were worried what others would think of them. Mr. Bundy stood on stage, red in the face, knees shaking from the chill, but not for long.